Good. Too bad. I mean, it's more statistical proof, data, to confirm exactly what we've been saying, that Caitlin Clark is driving this whole ship. Well, I think this pretty much closes the book on its Me Too. They're tuning in for Me Too. Oh, the WNBA's not going to like that. Oh, those Angel Reese trolls online that are trying to come for me and this whole bus. She's driving it. Everybody else, get in the back.
Caitlin Clark is out, and WNBA ticket prices just crashed. But here's the real shock. Angel Reese, hyped as the league's biggest rising star, isn't saving the day. So what's going on? Why is the WNBA so fragile without Clark? And what do these ticket numbers reveal about Reese's true impact on the league? Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video.
And of course, man, these teams, I told you earlier, these WNBA franchises that moved games like the Chicago Sky to the, United Arena, you're screwed. We know Caitlin Clark was lost yesterday to an injury for at least 2 weeks. Now, the thing about it is they're going to reevaluate in 2 weeks. You're done. You're cooked. Nobody is going to show up to this thing. Chicago Sky can't sell out their own 9,000-something seat arena like it is. They couldn't when they were kind of decent.
The WNBA felt unstoppable with Caitlin Clark drawing fans like nobody else. Her games were headline events, her name alone boosting ticket sales, merchandise, and TV ratings. But then, just like that, everything flipped. Clark's quad strain sidelined her for weeks, and suddenly, the league got a harsh wake-up call. Fans who'd already circled her matchups on their calendars were left scrambling. What they got instead? A version of the league that frankly just didn't hit as hard without her.
The depths of Hades. By the way, what also changed? Caitlin Clark's MVP odds. We'll look at that here in a minute, and I'll give you my take on that. Here we are. Yikes. They're a dumpster fire now, and now that Caitlin Clark is injured, the ticket prices for the Fever and Sky game just plummeted to Hades. It is bad news for the WNBA. The Caitlin Clark effect has been a net positive for the WNBA and all of its teams. But the star guard expected to miss a minimum of 2 weeks.
Take the Fever versus Sky game as an example. It was supposed to be a massively anticipated showdown, a chance for Chicago fans to watch Clark torch the floor. Instead, her injury sent ticket prices tumbling by 71%. That's not a typo. 71% just gone. Tickets that were commanding triple digits earlier in the season were now going for less than a pair of coffee shop lattes. And it wasn't just one game. This affected the entire vibe of the league. The Chicago Sky even relocated that game to the United Center, a huge, high-profile venue, expecting Clark to pack the house. Instead, they faced empty rows of seats and major financial hits. Talk about a miscalculation. And this ripple effect didn't stop in Chicago. Normally, if you wanted to grab decent seats for games involving star players, you'd be shelling out around $137 on average.
Statistical data. The Indiana Fever will play 2 road games during the coming 2-week stretch, both of which were moved by their opponents to arenas with larger capacity, and the ticket prices have drastically dropped. The league will see the flip side of her impact, and there are already initial data points. This is front office sports, no conspiracies, no BS from them. For both games since Clark's injury was announced Monday. Wednesday's Fever game versus the Mystics at CFG Bank Arena in Baltimore has a get-in price of $22.
But after Clark's injury, that average collapsed to just $80, not even close to the thrilling demand she usually creates. Even major market teams like the Mystics, known for solid attendance numbers, took noticeable hits because fans knew Clark wouldn't be on the court. it didn't end with just ticket sales either. Merch numbers slowed, TV ratings dipped, and the buzz Clark brought with her evaporated overnight. Believe this, Clark accounted for 26.5% of fan engagement when it came to attendance, TV viewership, and even jersey sales. That's over a quarter of the league's momentum resting on one player. Without her, the WNBA wasn't just quiet, it was struggling to get noticed. With Clark out, everyone's attention turned to Angel Reese. Could she step up and fill the void? Let's see what the numbers say. When Caitlin Clark was sidelined, all eyes turned to Angel Reese to fill the gap. She's a huge name in basketball and a massive figure on social media. Reese has sponsorships, viral moments, and a reputation that screams marketability. The expectation that her star power would translate into packed arenas and soaring ratings for the WNBA. But here's the issue, it hasn't. Reese's potential as a rising basketball star is undeniable. On platforms like Instagram and TikTok, she's a force, drawing millions of followers and engagement with everything from brand deals to off-the-court moments that fans eat up. The buzz around her rookie year wasn't just big, it was deafening. She entered the WNBA as someone who could bring a new type of energy to the league. Yet, when it comes to actual ticket sales and TV viewers, it's starting to look like the so-called Angel Reese effect doesn't hold the same weight. Let's look at the numbers. During her rookie season with the Chicago Sky, the team's home attendance averaged 8,700 fans per game. Solid? Sure, but not the seismic shift people expected, and it certainly wasn't breaking any WNBA attendance records. Even on the road, where star players often have spikes in crowd turnout, her games didn't command that magnetic pull. Compare that to Caitlin Clark, whose games averaged 1.178 million TV viewers. For context, the average viewership for other WNBA games during that time, just 394,000. That's not a gap, it's a canyon. So why isn't Reese having the same impact? Her appeal on social media hasn't translated into the league's metrics, merchandise sales, ticket revenue, or TV viewership, where it truly matters. Despite the media often positioning her as the next it player, the excitement online doesn't match the turnout at the games or the numbers on the broadcasts. And now, with Clark out, the pressure on Reese and other players in the league has only escalated. If the WNBA can't build sustainable growth around more than one star, how will it handle moments like this? Caitlin Clark's injury didn't just take her off the court, it revealed a huge problem for the WNBA. The league's over-reliance on one star became painfully obvious as ticket prices crashed and viewership dipped. Clark's value is undeniable, but her absence showed how fragile things can get when so much rests on a single player. Angel Reese and others have potential, but the league needs more depth to keep fans engaged long-term. A system built around multiple draws is the only way forward. What do you think? Can the WNBA expand its appeal, or will it stay star-dependent? Let us know.